Hey everybody, it's Feasible Tax, and I have another security story for you. Before I do that, I just gotta say, it's 6:15 and it's already getting light out, and I freaking hate night shift, but I love this time of day. Anyway, I just was thinking about that. So, over the summer, my company picked up a contract to work 12-hour shifts, night and day, at a place where they were putting in a new power station. So I ended up working there Saturday and Sunday day shift, and then a few shifts during the week night shift. And it was one of the night shifts. Actually, it was Tuesday night. I'm sitting there, and I mean, this place was just boring. Like, it was so boring. I watched every episode of NCIS that was on Netflix while I was working there. We just sat in our cars and did nothing. So, this is the only incident that happened to me while I was working there. I'm sitting in my car, got my feet up, I'm watching some TV, and I'm just kind of like scanning around every now and then. And I see a car come rocketing down the road and pull in right next to me. Like, not next to me, into the like little turnaround area that I was parked in. And passenger door pops open, and a woman jumps out and runs into the bushes. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So I radioed for the other guy who was working at the site. The site was two different locations spread out a couple of miles apart, and I hear nothing back. And I'm like, okay, great. This guy fell asleep again, because he slept every night, all night, every single night. Don't know how he kept his job for as long as he did. And I don't hear anything back, so I'm like, okay. So hit the spotlight, and I lit her up, and this woman is peeing in the bushes there. And they can't have gone in, they could not have pulled in and not seen my car there, and not seen what it was, and that there was someone in it. So I hit her with the spotlight, and I get out, and she finishes up, and I'm keeping my distance, I'm giving her her privacy, and she gets a little upset, and she's like shouting at me, it's like, oh, you're a pervert, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, no, ma'am, you're on private property. And then I kind of looked at where she was, and I had taken to, during my day shifts, walking around, and just to alleviate the mind-numbing boredom. So I looked at where she was, and I'm like, oh my god, this woman's in for a surprise. I'm like, ma'am, were you urinating there? And she's like, well, why do you care? I'm like, well, because you're standing in poison ivy. And she takes the leaf that she was holding to wipe herself with and looks at it and says a few profanities, drops it, and runs back to her car and speeds off. And I mean, I cannot imagine that she had a very fun time, because it looked like they were on a serious road trip, and I hope that where they were going had a drugstore that sold calamine lotion. Anyway, I thought that one was kind of funny. Also kind of weird and kind of disgusting, but kind of funny. I hope you guys thought that was too. I'm sorry I'm dropping these on you every day, but they're coming to me pretty quickly now that I've started actually trying to remember them. If you guys like the video, maybe like and subscribe if you want to see more like it. I've got a lot more stories that I can tell, and I'll catch you next time.